So let's have a discussion. Let's talk.
It's a brand new year.
Um, Basically, it's a new year, same-ish.
I'm coming to the realization.
Well, I've known this for a while, but now I have to implement it. And I want to talk about just basically relationships you have with your parents, particularly mine. Let me see. If this is better, 'cause sometimes I think I'm up too close. So this has been bothering me, and I'm trying to find a way to like express it without being like, "Oh, you're mean. You shouldn't be saying that. That's your mother." And I'm like, "Yeah, but that's still wrong." So the issue I'm having is, of course, I'm still dealing with the loss of my income. Like, I have income that's coming in, but it's just dramatically cut. And that's something else I'll discuss because of the type of job that I had. It wasn't really a traditional job, basically. It was like a gig job, like these side hustle jobs, but that's all I was able to get at the time because I'm still looking for a permanent job in the field that I want. So, but nonetheless, long story short, as they say, when I first moved in here, and I'll be approaching a year and a couple of months since I've been here. But when I first moved in here, she didn't have a key because I don't give my keys out like that. The only person who has a key would be my other family member, but that's because they have a key to my car because they live like 15 minutes away from me. So if something happens, they can get here quicker. Whereas my mother, she lives damn near 30 to 45 minutes away, so she's not going to be able to get here quicker, and she's not that reliable. But those are just my opinions because of what I've been through, what I've lived through. So, when I used to live with her, because we all live in my grandfather's house, it's will to them, so everybody like still stays there or whatever, because they don't want to move out. So I was still there, and at the time I had just got my car. She didn't have a car at the time, so what she would do was take my car keys while I was asleep and just leave because I wasn't moving fast enough for her, or she wanted to go here, she wanted to go there, but I'm just like, yo, I got off of work, I came home from school, I'm like, let me rest, I gotta go to work, I just had stuff to do to her. It's like, I can't do this now. If it was something she immediately needed to do, like she needed to go to the doctor or something like that, I'd take you, but my mother has this weird way of thinking everybody's supposed to do for her, but she gets to subject what she wants to do for you in return. So I would be asleep and she would just take my key and just leave. And I wake up and I'm just like, where my car at? Like, where my keys at? And I'm calling, texting, she not picking up, she not doing nothing. Then she finally responds, oh, I'll be back in such and such time. But I'm like, you didn't ask me. You didn't say, hey, do you have something to do? Can I go see the car? Because mind you, she didn't help me get my car. She pays nothing for my car. Whereas me, when she had her previous cars, I helped. She didn't do that with me. The most I can get is gas money. If that is like $5 or $10 at best. Like, she does not believe in giving gas money. So fast forward, we now went to my other apartment before here while I was asleep. Again, she keeps doing this while I'm asleep, which is what I'm trying to get her to understand. That's the problem, that you're doing it this way. Again, while I was asleep, she takes my key, makes a copy of my oath. It's for emergencies. And I'm just like, really? But I end up moving out of there, so of course that key's null and void now. So now I'm in this new apartment, and I did not give her a key. Mind you, I hadn't even been here that long. I was still unpacking things, like still trying to get settled, make sure I pay the rent and all this other stuff. While I'm asleep, she takes my key to my house and the key to the gate, because we have a key fob that accesses the gate. Other than that, you can't get in unless you just wait for somebody to come and they let you in. Other than that, you're just waiting. So I'm just like, you literally just locked me in my house because I can't leave, because I didn't know what time she was coming back. I'm like, I can't even go to work now. And that was another issue I had. I was like, you don't respect the work that I do. You think because I don't have a traditional job or because of the type of work that I do, then I'm just free to lollygag and do whatever and it means nothing. I'm like, no, that's not how this works. Like, go do it for a day and see how it really works. And you would see all this struggle that I would have to go to just to get this amount. And then after I pay for gas and everything else, still just break it even. So I'm just like, you really just waited till I went to sleep again to go make a copy of my key. And you want to keep telling me it's for emergency. No, you don't get to do that. And two, if you felt like this is something you needed to have, then why couldn't you as an adult sit down with your adult child and be like, hey, let's have this discussion. You live here. I'm not too comfortable with the area. I'm fine with the area. I've been living over here and nothing happens to me, but anything can happen anywhere, to be honest with you. You could at least just sit down and have this discussion and say, hey, you have an extra key. Who are you going to give it to for emergencies, blah, 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 blah. You don't go up and just get to make a decision and say, hey, I'm going to do this for emergency. And then when I ask for it back, you're arguing back with me why you need it. But again, you live 30 to 40 minutes away, maybe an hour, depending on how traffic is. But my other family member lives less than 20 minutes away. So logically, responsibly, it would make more sense for them to have a key than you because you live further away. So I'm trying to figure out how is this for emergencies, because if I'm in the house and the deadbolt is locked and you can't get in because I've locked the top lock and the bottom lock, what good is the key? You would still have to, if something was emergency, you would still have to call 911 for the fire department and the paramedics to come in and break down the door. So I'm trying to figure out where is this you need the key for emergencies, and the fact that you had to wait till I was asleep to go make a copy of my key. That's what's really just like pissing me off, and I'm just trying to remain calm. And I've already had a conversation with her earlier, and it just doesn't faze her. It's just like she just keeps going around in circles of what she thinks is right and damn what you think is right, no matter if it's affecting you or not, no matter if it is directly dealing with you. Like the stuff she does to other people, she does not want you doing that to her. And if you do it to her, it's a hailstorm. And I'm just like, but you don't see the issue with it. And I'm like, you just want control. Like, you don't see me as a grown woman, as an adult, still trying to get into my adultness, still trying to figure all this shit out. You ain't worried about none of that. You ain't worried about none of that. You ain't worried about my sanity. You ain't worried about none of that. All you worried about is you being you. And yeah, this might come off as wrong, but that's just how I feel. And nobody's listening, so hey, it is what it is. And I'm just like, really?
Because I have an older brother.
A much, much older brother. And I'm just like, do you do this for him? They're like, did you go to he? And the thing is, she don't even go to his house. Like, he don't even invite her like that. That's my responsibility because I'm the woman. And it's, oh, it's because you're the baby. I'm like, no, it's because I'm the girl. Like, let's just keep it real. It's because I'm the girl. So it's an automatic, oh, you don't deserve privacy. You don't deserve space. You don't deserve respect. Just you deal with her, and I'll deal with the small stuff over here. You deal with I get to deal with the easy stuff. You get to do the hard stuff. That's a whole nother conversation because he's not gonna agree with that either. That's why I barely, But my issue is, if this was such an emergency, like, why don't you have actual grown adult conversation? Because she's done this several times. She'll wait till I was asleep and then take my key, go off my car, and do whatever. And I'm just like, okay, well, it's for emergency. Why don't I have your key? Now, granted, I have a key to the house she lives in, but that's my grandfather's house. So everybody has access to that because it's willed to everybody. And I was living there. So I still have the key. And my dog was there. She's with me now, but my dog was there, and I had to come up and check on my dog because she said she likes my dog, but I don't know how because I would come home and she hadn't fed her. So I'm like, well, did you take her out? Well, she's in the backyard. I'm like, but she still needs to go out and associate and walk around the neighborhood and stuff. She didn't want to do none of that. So I'm just like, okay, this year, you know what? You are obviously going to do what you want to do no matter what. Yeah, you may feel bad, but you're only going to feel bad afterwards, and then the spotlight is on you. That's the only way you're going to feel bad. And it's sad that I have to do that, but I'm just like, okay, I'm going to keep like, when my mom is spending money, like buying stuff, everything's copacetic, everything's cool. But when it gets down to the serious stuff and having a real conversation, she just don't want to hear. Like, she just blocks it out and just doesn't want to deal with it. I'm like, I'm not saying you got to deal with everything. You can't handle everything, but stuff you can handle and deal with, you need to talk about that. You can't just keep avoiding it. So I was gonna ask my apartment manager, how much it is to change the lock, but I was like, you know what? I'm just doing it myself because it's really simple. Because they have the ones that are the electronic ones, Or you still have a key to it, but you could do a code, or you just do codes all together. But I think that I won't be able to get away with that because, again, I'm in an apartment complex, but it's not independently. It's not where it's not like condominiums where each one's independently owned, or where it's a high-end luxury apartments. Because you have luxury apartments, but then you have like high-end luxury apartments where they get all that little fancy stuff. So I'm just gonna change the top lock and call it a day because she's made 2 additional copies. So she went and got my copy and made 2 additional copies. That's what she does. And I know she did that because first I just stopped talking to her. I didn't respond. It was during Christmas. I didn't respond. I didn't do anything. Then she's like, okay, I'll give you your key back. And I'm like, I gotta stop talking to you for you to see how serious it is for you to give me my key back, that I asked you respectfully not to do this stuff. Like, I can have a conversation with you, hey, don't do this way. You don't care. All you focus on is what you wanted to do. So I was like, okay. So she gave me my key back, but she gave me a gold one. And I'm just like, copies are normally silver, depending on where she went. But their copies are normally silver. And I'm like, originals are gold. I said copies are silver. And I'm like, is she even giving me the right key? And I need to check it. And is she even giving me the right key, or is she giving me the key to something else? But I need to check it. I didn't worry about it because I was like, I know she's not giving me the right key. Because originally she told me she threw it away. And I'm like, you did not throw away to a key that's active. And what I mean by active, you just not throw away to a key that's in for my apartment where I currently live. I know you didn't do that. That's not how you work. Because you're too paranoid about everything. I know you didn't do that. So I was okay, whatever. So, and mind you, she likes to come over to my place. Like, my dryer stopped working. I had a washer and dryer set, been paid it off. I'm eventually saying, let me just get a whole new set because I've had it for a while. So my dryer stopped working because, again, she has OCD and she doesn't, when you have dryers, you have to put a whole set of clothes in there because you have so much heat is going there. Now, you have some ones that are like censored, but I hate those because they take so long to dry. Like, just put my stuff in there and just dry it. She likes to put small stuff in there, and then my temperature is always high because I put a whole load in there. Like, I have towels, all this stuff in there, and I space it out need be. She doesn't do that. She'll wash maybe 5 things on a full load, full tank of water. She'll wash 5 things because she thinks that's cleaning it better. I don't know. And then she'll take those 5 things and dry it. I'm just like, you're burning the dry out when you do that. And once that happened, she left. She didn't come back for a couple of weeks. So now she's at the house with her sister, and her sister not getting along because of her sister's married man. So when they get into it, she likes to come to my house, stay out, eat, and all this other stuff. And then when she's done, she gone. She just done. Oh, and then she'll tell me, oh, I'll be back later, instead of asking me, hey, can I come back later? No, she tells me because, her name is on the fucking lease. So I'm like, you just don't respect me, but yet you want me to respect you. So that's the fucking issue that I have. She just does what she wants to do. Now, imagine when she came here, I think this is probably like a week ago or so. I wasn't home yet. And she got into the gate because you can call on call box and I can let you in. So she got here and she was like, okay, well, I'm downstairs and I'm waiting. And I'm like, I know you still got the key. This was after she told me she threw it away. And I'm just like, but I know you still got the key. I said, okay, well, go in. Let the dog out. Like, let my dog out. Oh, I'm just stay here and just wait till you get here. But I'm like, my dog needs to go out, though. Like, at least be that considerate and take my dog out so she can go and pee. Because she's been in there for a while because I've been at work. So she's not going to mess on the floor because I've finally got her back trained. But I was like, I can't let her just sit there like that. It's not good for her. Take her out. She didn't want to take her out. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. And I just kept saying, you have the key. No, I don't. Lying. No, I don't have a key. I'm just sitting right here. I was all right. So fast forward a couple of days. Was it yesterday or something? I had left, and I had been gone for a while. And I went to my grandfather's house to go check because we still get mail there because that's like where all the important stuff go. Like, I still get stuff there. So I go check the mail. Somebody pulls up. I look out. It's her. And I'm just like, how you get here? Like, you was at my house. I was like, so how you lock the door? She's like, oh, I just left it unlocked. I was like, what? She's like, oh, I just left it unlocked. And I was like, you're not going to do that. Like, that would make utterly no sense. Like, nobody's going to do anything. But still, why would I give that opportunity? because then it's gonna look like, oh well, there's no forced injury, and I'm just like
She said this repeatedly 3 times.
oh, I just left it unlocked. Oh, I just left it unlocked. Oh, I just left it unlocked. I'm like, no, you didn't. I'm like, so how? So I get home and the door was locked. I'm like, why do you keep fucking lying? Like, what is your problem? Like, I'm just like, this is why I got issues. Like, right now, like, you are a main component of it. I'm just like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, why are you doing this dumbass shit? Like, this literally makes no sense. Like, it's obvious, like, you don't have some control in your sector of life. You got to control everything I do. When I'm trying to figure out my stuff for myself, for my peace, you just like, nope, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. And I'm just like, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. But I know it's not gonna work. So
to alleviate everything, I'm just like, I keep telling myself, no, I'm not going to talk to her as much.
I'm not going to hang out because my mother is the type of person where I keep telling her I'm not your best friend. I'm not your friend. Like, she has friends, but she wants to subject me to that position. And then if I reverse it, which I don't because the way I was raised, she isolated me. But if I reverse it, or what she thinks I'm doing is reverse it, she'll be like, oh, I'm not your friend, don't talk to me, don't talk that way. But I'm like, you were just talking to me that way though.
So
you've been doing me like that forever. So yeah, so for the new year, I'm just gonna do shit differently. I'm not going to care as much because I'm a sympathetic person. So, and to the point where it's like a people pleaser, and I'm like, okay, I see something that's wrong, this is what I need to do to fix it. And I'm just not going to do that. Like, I went to the food pantry earlier because I had to go. Because I literally don't have no money because me not working for the company I used to work for put a wrench in a lot of things because I was sick for like a month. Like, not a month straight, but if you told the times up, I got sick at the latter end of November and like the middle part of December, and I was sick with the flu. And when you're sick with the flu, that easily takes you out for a week and then some. So when I went back to work, I was trying to recuperate. Like, okay, let me get my rent done. Let me catch up on the light bill that's behind. Let me catch up on the internet that's behind. And then for the new year, I could start tackling down stuff that, either that was just so past due, they charged it off. I could start tackling that. And then I get the letter saying, oh, we don't need you on the platform no more. So I'm like, okay, well, this fucks up a lot of shit for me. Because again, I was sick. So I'm just like, fuck it. I don't know. I'm just not going to deal with it anymore. So, yeah, that whole thing, oh, that's your mother. I'm just like, yeah, that is my mother. But some of the shit she does is fucked up. So,
don't have to agree with it. But that's just how I feel. And, yeah, I'm just not,
I'm just not going to do it anymore. Because, like, I'm trying not to get so angry to where I just blow up more. Because I already had like a small blow up with her, and she's like, oh, don't talk to me that way. But I'm like, you do this to me.
And it's crazy because when I talk normal,
when I talk subtle, when I try to talk to you like an adult, you catch an attitude with me, like a big attitude with me, or you're just very dismissive. So then when I blow up, so to speak, oh, what's the problem? Oh, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, but I've been telling you what's wrong. I've literally been
telling you what's wrong. So, yeah. But if you have a semi-dysfunctional relationship with your parents, then you understand where I'm coming from.
Because I'm just like, why do you have to take my key while I'm asleep to make a
copy of it to say it's for emergencies when all you have to do is just sit down and talk to me?
That's all you have to do is just sit down and
talk to me. But you don't respect me enough
to even give me that conversation because you still see me as this
and someone to control. I'm not even like,
I've said that, so I'm not a human being to you. I'm just an object of something you can control.
That's what I am to you.
Shut up, don't be seen, just do what
you need to do to make me feel good and make me feel comfortable. And I said, damn,
if you need to feel comfortable. And I'm just not going to do that no more.
I'm just not. So I'm just a little tired of that.
So, and I'm sorry, I'm saying so a lot. But I'm not doing this for this. I'm just not doing this. Like, I don't want to be a selfish person. I don't want to be. But it seems like that I am. And it's not to say my mother doesn't do certain things for me. It's just that I feel like she only does certain things when she feels like she's in a wrong. So to make up for it, then she'll go do this.
you know, or to seem like,
hey, I'm doing something good. Look at me, like, you know, look what I did. Look, it's more so of look what I did, and not a genuine place.
But that's just my opinion, because that's just what I've experienced. You know, she's more so, what can you do for me?
And it's not just, oh, I'm your parent, I'm just going to do this because I love you. It's more
So, well, what can I get out of it? So, but that's my little rant. If you watched it, thank you. Have a great night or a great day.